Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What is going on, guys? It is Daniel, and we are back here again today. Today, I'm going to be making this video sort of recapping my Umrah experience. For those of you that don't know, I am a new Muslim revert. I am from America. I've been a Muslim now about 4 or 5 months. And I had the opportunity, alhamdulillah, to perform Umrah twice already. I went to Mecca for the last 10 days of Ramadan. And yeah, here in this video, I'm going to just be kind of recapping what that experience was like for me. I already made a video talking about my experience in Mecca. And this video will be specifically about my Umrah. So, I did Umrah almost immediately after arriving in Mecca. So I was on the plane. I took a plane from Bangkok, Thailand, Saudi Airlines to Jeddah. I remember on the plane, I sat down on the plane, and I was sitting on a window seat, and there was two guys next to me who were both Muslim. I could tell by their dress, and they're Thai Muslims. And I can speak a bit of Thai. I can speak Thai pretty well. So I was kind of chatting them up a little bit, asking them like where they're from. And, you know, I was also curious to talk to them because having lived in Thailand for now 5 years, I haven't lived in a predominantly Muslim area of Thailand for any length of time. And so I kind of wanted to pick their brains a little bit and see what it's like to live in a place like that. And because, of course, on the media, the Thai media here makes it seem like it's very dangerous to live there. There's always bombs going off and this kind of stuff. And I talked to them, ironically, or unsurprisingly, it's not the truth at all. That's completely false. It's safe to live there. They recommended it to me. Anyway, I've actually since moved a bit further that way, so I digress. Anyway, I was chatting them up, and I asked them, "Are you guys going to do Umrah?" And they said, "Yeah, we're going to do Umrah on this trip." I said, "Okay, cool." They said, "Are you going to do Umrah?" I said, "Yes." And they said, "Have you done Umrah before?" I said, "No." And they said, "Oh, so are you here with a tour?" I said, "No, I'm alone." So actually, my friend invited me to come to Mecca, but my friend was already there in Mecca. He was already there for a few days. He'd visited Medina and already come back. And but I was on the plane alone. And I remember their faces when I said I was alone. They were like kind of taken aback. They were kind of surprised. They kind of like joked with each other, like laughed, like, "Wow, what is he doing? He's never done Umrah before, and he's gonna try and do it alone." And I thought, maybe hope I'm not biting off more than I can chew here. I hope I can do this successfully in a way that Allah will accept. Nonetheless, I'm on the plane. I'm aware that I need to get in Ihram before we hit the Miqat, right? So alhamdulillah, on Saudi Airlines they have a big TV, or actually right in front of you, and it tells you how long you have until you're going to hit the Miqat. And so I remember it said like 5 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and the whole time I'm sitting here thinking, okay, these guys are going to do Umrah, right? So I'm going to wait for them. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to wait for them to like get up, and then, you know, I don't want to make them get up. I'm on the window seat, so I'll wait for them to do it, and then I'll do it when they do it. And we got till about 30 minutes away from the Miqat, and I thought, I should ask them if they're going to go to the Miqat or not, because we're getting too close. And so yeah, I asked them. I said, "Are you guys going to get in Ihram?" They said, "Oh, brother, no, we go to Medina first, and then we're going to go to Umrah after we come back from Medina." I thought, "Oh," I said, "Brother, I need to get in Ihram now. There's only 30 minutes left." I said, "Yeah, go." So alhamdulillah, I had enough time. I got up, did the whole thing, and yeah, I was in Ihram at that point. And I'd been on the plane for like 9 hours already at this point, and I left in the evening, so it was like my bedtime. And I got to Saudi Arabia and Jeddah, and I told this story already in my other video. I had this funny visa thing happen where I was planning to get a visa on arrival, but I took all the money out of my bank and put it into Saudi riyals, cash. And when I arrived to get a visa on arrival, they told me no cash, only card. And I'm alone, and I don't have Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi didn't work. I don't have anything. What am I supposed to do? I asked them, I said, well, what should I do now? I can't get a visa. I can't pay for a visa. What should I do? They said, you have to ask somebody for help. Ask a stranger for help. I was sitting there thinking, oh, man, this is embarrassing, man. I got to go up. All these people already got their visa planned, you know what I mean? And got to go up. Oh, can you help me buy a visa? Like, I got to exchange them cash and use their card and the whole thing. I'm like, this is embarrassing. So actually, I told them, I said, hey, look, I got this card and maybe there's enough money on it. I'm not sure, but just try. They said, okay. They took my passport. They scanned my passport and they said, you have a visa already. I said, what? They said, did you register a visa? I said, no. And they all look at each other, all the officers looking at each other like, what the heck? And I said, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, mashallah. And they said, mashallah. And they let me through with this visa. They said I had a year visa already. I called my buddy when I got out of the airport, finally got like Wi-Fi. I told him, and he said, oh, brother, I got you the visa already. I covered that. So I thought, oh, wow, I thought it was a miracle. But actually, my friend just got me the visa already. But it was a miracle. Allah is the best of planners. It was already done. So Jeddah. I'm in Jeddah. I get on the taxi, and I'm in UMRAH. Taxi driver's crazy, man, and he totally ate me alive, man. I'm too nice with people when they negotiate, and they end up just eating me alive, man. It's embarrassing, really, to talk about. I get in the, I don't know, like, it's so crazy when you get to a new country because you don't know what taxi prices normally are, and then it's also in a different currency, and then my phone doesn't work, so I can't really convert the currency. But I remembered a little bit. Like before I left, I did convert one time, like an example amount, so that I kind of had a rough idea. So I kind of knew, but not really. And so this taxi driver tells me it was like 100 rial from Jeddah to Mecca. He told me about 100 rial, and I'm thinking like, okay. And I asked him, how much is that? And then so this guy was slick, man. Look what he did. I told him 100 rial. He told me 100 rial from Jeddah to Mecca. I said, okay, show me how much that is in US dollars. And then he shows me 150 rials to US dollars. That's what he shows me. And I look at the price, I thought, okay, yeah, that's okay. I guess that's okay. And then, so he's taking me there, and then he gets into town, and he's going, oh, man, the traffic's so bad, you know. He's telling me, Muhammad, oh, it's so far, big problem for me, you know, drive far, long time, oh, so long. Man, he was really playing it up. So then he wanted to charge me an extra, end up charging me an extra 100 rial. So I went from 150 rial really went from 100 to 250. So I paid way too much for my taxi. But then again, I'm like, I'm in UMRAH. I just hate, that's my excuse. I hate haggling for prices. And I'm too kind to like put my foot down and be like, no, this is the price. You know what I mean? So anyway, and then I paid him, and then I got out of the taxi thinking, oh, I paid that guy way too much. Oh, man. But, you know, this is like test from Allah, I think, you know. Test your patience. Test your sabr, you know. It's okay. It's okay. You just got to let stuff like that fly. If it already happened, there's nothing you can do about it, right? So anyway, so get in the hotel. There was a problem with the hotel checking in. I'll skip over that. It's boring. Finally got checked in the hotel. It's like 3 in the morning at this point, like 3 in the morning, and I'm exhausted. I'm completely exhausted. It's like way past what my bedtime should have actually been. I think it's like already like at time, like I didn't sleep all night, and then it was like some hours already into the morning back where I came from in Thailand. So I'm completely exhausted, but I know I should just do UMRAH now. It's early in the morning. It's not hot, and I'm here. And it's preferable to just do it. Don't wait at the hotel, you know, nonsense. I'm in UMRAH to go do it. So I did take a little power nap. I think I took like a 10 or 20-minute power nap with the lights on and everything, just right on the bed. And then I thought, okay, it's time to go. So I think I got, I was not staying so far away, so I just got on a little bus, which, you know, the buses in Mecca are crazy, but alhamdulillah, survived the bus ride and got on the bus and arrived in Mecca, and I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I literally didn't. really didn't know what I was doing. As far as like outside, how to enter, where to go in, how to start, I didn't know. So I pulled up on my phone, like how to Umrah, like step by step, right? So I'm like, okay, so I can like just follow this, step 1, step 2, step 3, okay. But like getting into the Kaaba, I didn't know what I was doing. I just followed everybody that was wearing ihram, and it worked out. So I was walking in, and man, do I remember that one of the most vivid memories I have from the whole trip was walking into the Masjid Haram, and the entrance that you go through when you do Umrah is specific, and it's bigger, and oh man, just like having all the people around me that were also in the ihram, like we were all equal at that point. We were all equal. Men all shaved their heads, or no, I guess we hadn't shaved our heads at that point, but we all were wearing cloth. You know what I mean? There's no fancy clothes, nothing like this. We all just had cloth, and we were all going to do the same thing. Yeah, it was walking into the entrance gave me this taste, I feel like, of Judgment Day. That's what it felt like, and it really nailed me. It was intense. It was really intense, and it probably also, was compounded by the fact that I hadn't eaten much or slept much in a long time, and so I was a little bit hallucinatory, if that's a word. But yeah, I just remember feeling like, is this maybe what Judgment Day feels like? All these people, and we're all just going to the same place, and we're all sort of equal. We're all in the same, I don't know. Anyway, I remember it being an intense experience walking in for Umrah. And then I began following step by step on my phone, so I'm going through the steps, right? Did the tawaf, right? Go around the Kaaba 7 times. Then, actually, while I was doing tawaf, it was time to pray Fajr. So all of a sudden I heard the adhan, and then everyone's lining up around the Kaaba, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's time to pray Fajr, I guess. So I prayed Fajr. Then I'm continuing to go through my steps. I finished off my tawaf, going through the steps, and then I see the next step. It says, drink Zamzam water. Drink Zamzam water. And so I did. I went over, I'm like, where is the Zamzam water? I'm looking around, I'm walking around, and then I see they have like all these people like getting water out of a plastic container thing and with cups. So I went over there. And this is the funniest part of my Umrah, absolutely funniest part of the whole trip for me. Walk over there and get a cup, fill it up, do it all sunnah, right? Drink from my right hand, squat, bismillah, sip, 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 right? This girl next to me is looking at me like I have 5 heads. She's looking at me like, what are you doing? She didn't say anything. She didn't say anything. She's looking at me while I'm drinking the Zamzam water. She's looking at me like I am crazy. And I look at her back, I'm thinking, okay, what? Like, am I doing something wrong? Am I in the wrong? Is this like only for women here? This specific, where this water is this only for women? Or like, am I missing something? And I thought about everything. I thought, no, this is okay, right? I'm doing everything. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. But this girl is looking at me like I have lost my mind. I'm like looking at other people, and they're also looking at me like kind of crazy. And then I'm just like, okay, whatever. I finished the Zamzam water, and I just continue. I'm just like, I don't know what just happened there, but I'm going to continue my Umrah. Let's get it finished. So as I'm going back and forth between the 2 mountains, I forgot what that's called. I probably get to like my 4th or my 5th repetition. All of a sudden it hits me. Oh, it's Ramadan, and we already prayed Fajr, and we're supposed to be fasting, and I just drank water. Ah! Oh my gosh! I just like froze for a second. Oh, That's why that girl looked at me like I was crazy. Oh my gosh. And I went through like this roller coaster of emotions, like, oh my gosh, did I just like ruin my umrah? Did I like, is my fasting's invalid now? And then I realized, okay, hold on. Like, I really didn't know. I really forgot. I just completely forgot. So then I realized, actually, that Zamzam water was a gift from Allah. Allah decided I needed that Zamzam water for whatever reason. And you know what's funny is actually after I drank that Zamzam water and I walked away, I felt like energy. I felt this buzz. Wow, I feel really good after I drank that water. That was cool. And then I just moved on and continued my umrah. And then later I realized, wow, that was actually a gift from Allah. Nobody, I mean, I'm assuming here, but nobody else got to drink Zamzam water on that umrah, on their umrah at that time, because it was already Fajr. But I got to, because I honestly forgot, sincerely forgot, and Allah, for whatever reason, gifted me that Zamzam water. So subhanallah, that's amazing. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else really to note. I hurt my foot. That sucked. I hurt my foot on that umrah, but it didn't hurt during the umrah. It hurt after the umrah. It was just a lot of, I'm just not used to walking that much barefoot on like hard surface. So I recommend anybody that's going to perform umrah, prepare yourself, prepare your feet, walk around somewhere barefoot, like a mile or something, like build it up slowly, because it is a lot. It actually is a lot. And your steps are awkward because you're in a crowd. So you're not walking really naturally. You have to walk fast and then slow down and fast and slow down, kind of like this, and left and right, and make sure your foot's not getting stepped on. Make sure you're not stepping on anyone's heels. It's like quite awkward, really. So just be careful of your feet. But otherwise, I think there was really, I mean, by the time I finished, the sun was up, got my hair buzzed off or shaved off with a razor, and that felt weird. I'd never done that before. And to be honest, I don't really want to do that again unless I do umrah, because it ended up feeling like a cat tongue. When it started growing back, it felt like a cat's tongue. It was like putting it on my skull cap was really hard, and taking it off because it would like get stuck. Like, ugh. Anyway, alhamdulillah, got to perform an umrah, and I ended up doing it once again with my friend, and that one went a lot more smooth. Actually, no, it didn't, because my foot still hurt, and I was limping that whole time. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. I mean, I did my umrah, and I just went, thank God for having that guide, because I honestly didn't know what I was doing. But following the guide, it was like pretty simple, pretty simple, not too difficult. And I gave it my honest effort, gave it my sincere effort, and may Allah accept it, right? And may Allah accept all of our umrahs, inshallah, if you have done or will do umrah. May Allah accept it. So that's all I got. That's my umrah experience as a new Muslim revert. Inshallah, I can do it again. I hope so. And may Allah bless you generously for watching this video. And inshallah, we will see you in the next one. Ma salama.